Hello and welcome to Pretend Peruser. Today I've got a Steadytech Mini 3D printer to review. It's the cheapest printer I've ever reviewed. It comes complete, pretty much built up already. All you have to do is put the filament holder on and well, let's get to it. So then, out of the box it is. Like I said, that's it, already complete. You've got a couple of zip ties to snip, but other than that, the printer's done. You've got the filament holder that you need to assemble at the side, which I'll stick on now. But other than that, it's already built. You get a few bits and bobs with it. You get a bit of red PLA, only a little tiny bit, and you get a few bits and bobs in this box here, which should be on the screen now for you to have a look at. You also get a replacement build-tack sheet with a Steadytech branding and a 3M sticker on the back, so once you've worn this one out you can stick a new one on. Just a few features about this printer while I screw the filament holder on for you. So like I say, it's the cheapest printer I've reviewed. It's currently on offer for £99. I didn't really know what to expect really for £99, but the actual quality of the printer itself is really good. So to insert your filament holder, put the nut on, or the nut in, let's say, into the slot, and then I'm going to make sure it's lined up and screw it on. Now there's one of 6 ways this will go, because you really want it to tighten when it's at the top, and if you see that, that's tightened just after the top. So I'll unscrew this, unscrew this, slide this nut back out if I can with my fat fingers. There we go, and I'm going to turn it round 1 notch and slide it back in. So hopefully now when the filament holder tightens up, it'll be pointing towards the top. There you go. So when that's nice and tight, you can see there it's pointing towards the top. So let's have a look around this. Let's have a look around this printer, shall we? See if we can get this camera to work. My GoPro's battery's dead at the moment again, so we'll have a look around this printer with this one. Okay, so little LCD screen, rotating knob, that's your micro SD card in there. So you've got the writing facing to the left. You've got a little reset button there that I can't touch with my finger. On this side, you've got USB, some cooling ducts. On the back, power switch, normal cattle cable, and then you've got your bed here with some adjustments on the back. Nothing on this side. Again, your front and back adjustments. And this is your hot end up here. Now I've actually done about 100 hours print on this, so if it's a bit dusty and dirty, that's because of that. And your extruders up here, your extruder, little Bowden extruder. That's your homing mic switch for your X-axis. And that's about it. It's built up, ready to go. So I think the next thing we should do is power it on. I'll show you how to level the bed. I'll show you how to insert the filament. We'll get it printing, and then I'll show you what I've printed with it, and we'll do a quick conclusion, round up, and I'll tell you what I think of it. Alright then, let's get it powered up and we'll level the bed. So while it's doing this, I shall tell you a few details about it. So the print bed size, that's this. The size is, the build area is 120 by 135, so it only prints to about here. This area isn't used at all. and the height is 100, and it comes with Cura software on the little micro SD card. If you put your micro SD card in a PC, on there's a couple of files, the manual, I think it's about a 38 or 39 page manual, that looks really good. And it comes with, oh, I was going to say prints PLA, but it also says it will print wood PLA. I've not got any wood filament, I've not tried that yet. But other than that, there's no hot bed. The bed isn't heated, but the nozzle will go up to, it says 260 degrees, but I don't think I'd actually push it that high. I think the maximum I'd go is something like 250. So to level the bed, first thing I'm going to do is move these down so it pulls the bed down a bit, so I'm not going to damage the bed if the nozzle hits it. And then on the menu, let's see if this is still recording. On the menu, I'll show you what else I'm going to select now. So if I go down to quick settings, oh, level bed, there you go. And it's initializing, it'll first home. Fly around. I'm just moving down now. And it says here, the level wizard will guide you through leveling the bed. So we'll rotate that, click next. Oh no, we'll try that again. I must have gone round too far. Click next. Turn the thumb wheel until the paper is slide. Turn the thumb wheel until, okay, so it's basically saying now it's going to do 4 points. So it's moved to the first point, and you put your piece of paper underneath, like that. And then you turn your thumb here until it just starts grabbing. A little bit less, a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to click that. It'll move to its second point. And this is just leveling the bed now. It's easier when you're using two hands rather than just one. There you go, that's not bad. These are a bit more tricky to get because they're at the back. Too high. No, it's worth taking your time doing this. I'm rushing it a little bit. There we go, and the next one. Do that a little bit more. Too tight. Then I'd always advise just to redo it. So I've gone around once, and I'm going to go around again now. Okay, there we go. Okay, and this is just to make sure that you get a good first layer. Oops, moved it then, too much difference. Okay, I'm happy with that now. So on the menu, back to main menu, I'm going to select, and then I would like to go to quick settings. And I'm going to change filaments because I need to insert some filament, and then add filament. So it's moving the nozzle up now so it doesn't burn your bed. And as you can see in there now, it's heating up the extruder to 210 degrees, which is your PL8 melting point. I usually print about 210. So it's about right, that. So I've given you the spec. We've levelled the bed, it's quite easy. We're now heating the extruder up to put some filament in. The actual filament holder is a little short really. I think it could have done to have been, I don't know, about 20mm longer. But what I'll actually do is, I printed one for another machine, but the thread's slightly too long on this one. So I'll remix this to a slightly shorter thread and I'll upload this to Thingiverse. So if you want, you can print a slightly longer one to take different filament rolls. So as that's heating up, the things I've printed on it are a few things. I did a first benchy, but unfortunately, let's pull that out there. Unfortunately, it failed. Now the reason it failed is because I didn't put any glue on the bed. You actually get a little bit of a glue stick with you. And the second one I did, which has come out really good actually. I did use glue. Oh, mind that fan. So yeah, it's come out very good, that really. Better than I expected for a £100 printer. And then I've printed a little cricket gun from Men in Black. That came out really good. The more I've printed, the more I've tuned the settings in my slicer. And then I went on to do something bigger. That might give you an idea of what I did, which is a little BB-8. Unfortunately, when I put this together, I snapped one of the little plastic things, so I had to print it again. Let's just put that there, see if we can roll that down like that. So then I printed, or finished printing, my big BB-8. Then it's come out really well. Yeah, very impressed with it really for the printer. So you can print decent sized things. The STL files, if you want this, are on Thingiverse, or they'll be on Pretend Proof's website as well. So yeah, it's very good. I still have to print the stand. This one's for BB9. I've not got that yet. So I'll put that there. Let's have a look now. Let me leave that there for you. And it's saying hold filament clamp, feed through, stop when extruded. So this is your filament. You need to feed it in down this tube and around. So let's feed it in. So it's in the tube now. I'm just going to hold this button in now and just feed it along. And then put that there. There you go, you should be able to see it coming out now. And that's pretty much how you load your filament. So I'm going to click back now and stop that coming out. And that's it, we're pretty much ready to print. So on the menu, print file. These are all the files that I printed for the BB-8. Let's see if there's a benchy there. I'm not going to do a full benchy, but we'll at least start it off printing. So you just have to wait for the hot end to heat up. Well, before I do that, let me just put that there. One thing I forgot to start with, and I nearly forgot then, is you've got to apply your bit of glue. So I'm just going to start off with one corner and just lightly rub it all over. There we go. And that's pretty much it now. We'll wait for it to start printing in its first layer, and then it'll be done. So, to sum up, £99 printer. It is on offer at the moment. I don't know how long it's going to stay at that price for. On Amazon it's £169. It's actually a rebranded Untitled Mini i3, which normally retail at about £200. If you have a look at the actual components used, I took the base off just to have a quick look, see what was inside. It actually comes with a Meanwell power supply as well, so that's good quality. It does feel good quality. For a first printer, it's really good. For £99 you can't go wrong really. First printer, really good. If it's selling for standard price, £169, then I'd probably, it depends how capable you are. I mean, the next one up then is probably the Ender 3, which is a more capable machine, but it does require a few hours putting it together. It depends how mechanical minded you are, whether you think you're capable of doing that. The beauty of this, it's straight out the box, straight printing. So what it's done there is put a first layer down. I don't know if you can see that, so let's try and zoom in on this one. There you go. Now looking at that first layer, I would probably say that I need to raise the bed ever so slightly. It's not bad though, let's carry on for a bit. Trouble is you can't see now. Oh, actually, it's not too bad that. So there you go, the Steadytech Mini. Hope you've enjoyed the review. I've got a few more printers to review in it the next couple of weeks. If you like this review, please subscribe down below. Let me know what you think in the comments. Any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Take care.